the light that lifts us up. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself walking uphill. It's not just any mountain, it's that inner mountain you climb when you need silence, when your heart is tired, when the noise of the world becomes too heavy. At that time, Jesus took Peter, James, and John with him and led them up a high mountain by themselves. He didn't take them to work, he didn't take them to resolve conflicts, he didn't take them to preach, he simply took them to be with him. And while they were there, something unexpected happened. His face began to shine like the sun, and his clothes became as white as light. Suddenly, Moses and Elijah appeared, talking with him. It was as if heaven had opened for an instant, as if the eternal had touched the human. Peter, so impulsive, so much like us, reacted the way any heart does when it experiences true peace. Lord, how good it is for us to be here. How human it is to want to hold on to beautiful moments. How human it is to want to build tents so we can stay in the calm, in the certainty, in the light. How human it is to say, "Here, yes, here I will stay. I don't want to go back down." Maybe you too have had moments like that. A moment of prayer where you felt comfort, a word that supported you when everything seemed to be falling apart, a hug that reminded you that you are not alone, a day when you finally breathed deeply without anxiety. And when that happens, you don't want it to end. But while Peter was speaking, a bright cloud covered them, and from the cloud a voice was heard. "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Listen to him. Listen to him." It doesn't say build him 3 tents. It doesn't say stay here forever. It says listen to him, because faith is not about staying on the mountain. Faith is coming down after having listened. When the disciples heard the voice, they fell face down to the ground, filled with fear. Amazement overwhelmed them. The experience was too great. And here comes one of the most beautiful gestures in the gospel. Jesus came near, touched them, and said, "Get up, do not be afraid." There is the heart of the Lord. When something overwhelms us, he does not crush us. When fear paralyzes us, he does not reproach us. When life overflows us, he comes near, touches, and lifts us up. Maybe you are going through a moment like that. Maybe you have felt that everything is just too much. Responsibilities, decisions, doubts, exhaustion, economic uncertainty, the news, relationships that hurt, dreams that seem to take too long. And sometimes you fall inside, not always physically, but emotionally. We fall into fear. We fall into I can't take it anymore. We fall into what do I do now? And in the midst of that, there is a gentle voice that says, "Get up, do not be afraid." Not because the problem disappeared, not because everything is solved, but because he is there. The mountain is not a place to live permanently. It is a place to remember who Jesus is. It is a place to see, even if just for a moment, that darkness does not have the final word. It is a place to recharge the soul. It is a place to understand that light exists even when it seems there are shadows below. Afterward, when they lifted their eyes, they saw no one except Jesus alone. That is also profound. Sometimes we look for spectacular signs, we look for spiritual fireworks, we look for extraordinary answers. But in the end, there is Jesus, only him, and that is enough. When they came down from the mountain, Jesus asked them not to tell anyone about the vision until the Son of Man had risen, because there are experiences that must first mature in the heart before becoming words. There are processes that require silence. There are transformations that are not announced, they are lived. There are days when you need to climb your inner mountain, turn off the noise, breathe, remember that not everything depends on you, and listen again. But afterwards, you have to come down. And coming down doesn't mean losing the light. It means taking it with you. It means facing routine with a different perspective. It means working with hope. It means loving even when it's hard. It means trusting even when you can't see everything clearly. The light is not given to us so we can escape from the world. It is given to us so we can walk through the world with more faith. Maybe today you don't feel like you're on a mountain. Maybe you feel like you're in the valley, in exhaustion, in uncertainty. But even there, the voice keeps saying, listen to him. Listen to him when he invites you to forgive. Listen to him when he asks you for patience. Listen to him when he encourages you to take one more step. Listen to him when he reminds you that your worth does not depend on your results. Listening is not just hearing. It is taking his word seriously, allowing it to transform your decisions, trusting even when you don't understand everything. And if fear has paralyzed you, if you felt like you can't go on, remember the scene. Jesus comes near, touches you and says, "Get up. You are not alone. You are not forgotten." The mountain was a gift to strengthen the disciples' hearts before what was to come. And your moment of light, even if it was brief, was also a gift. Keep it, treasure it, remember it when your faith seems small. There are moments when God lets us see a little more, just enough so that we can keep moving forward. And perhaps the most beautiful thing was not the radiance, but the closeness, that gesture of touching and lifting up. May you today, in the midst of whatever you are going through, feel that touch, hear that voice, and be able to get up, even if it's slowly, even if it's with tears, even if it's with doubts. Get up, walk, trust. Thank you for being here, for listening until the end, for opening your heart to these stories that seek to bring a little light into your day. If this reflection touched something inside you, if it gave you peace, if it gave you strength, stay. Be part of this beautiful community that walks together in faith and hope. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your like and for subscribing. Every gesture you make helps this light reach farther. Holy Mary, Mother who never abandons us, walk with us and cover us with your tenderness. May the love of God, who is the Father who sustains, the Son who lifts up, and the Spirit who strengthens, rest upon your life, illuminate your steps, and accompany you in every decision. Receive my closeness and my sincere prayer.